Hey guys, welcome to Rooftop Talks. Well, today I want to make a few suggestions for how vegan outreaches can talk to farmers, especially livestock farmers. Farmers play a really crucial role in the animal agricultural industry. If one farmer or one farming family decides to change their agricultural practice from animal farming to plant farming, that would make a massive difference in the supply chain. So it's like a really good opportunity if a farmer comes up to a vegan and wants to talk about agriculture. I've seen this play out, and it usually does not play out well. For example, I was in Covent Garden doing outreach. I was holding the TV screen with all of this terrible slaughterhouse footage, showing the public like what goes on in a slaughterhouse basically. And I was able to overhear a bit of a conversation. This family introduced themselves and they said, we're animal farmers. We keep pigs, chickens. I wasn't able to hear all of the conversation because it was a very crowded place, but I saw the body language of this family of farmers. And it started out pretty positive and pretty neutral. And within the course of 5 minutes, I could see they were getting angry. They were getting pretty pissed off with this vegan that they were talking to. And they started like shaking their heads, crossing their arms. They were saying, no, you don't understand. You don't understand what you're talking about. This kind of thing. And they ended up storming off. And I talked to the vegan afterwards and I was able to hear from him what his approach was. And I thought about it and I thought, oh yeah, I don't think that ever had a chance of working, of taking hold of that farming family. I went away and thought about it, and I think I came up with a better approach. And so I'm going to try and first give you a rundown of the ineffective angle. So the ineffective angle, I'll summarize it here. I've written it down on my phone so that I get it right. So I will exaggerate this just for clarity, just so you can see how this angle is ineffective. You must change from animal agriculture to plant agriculture. You have to do this because what you're doing is wrong. What you have been doing for generations is disgusting and immoral. Your father was disgusting. Your grandfather was disgusting. It's up to you to figure out how to change because you're the farming expert, not us. All we're going to do is we're going to tell you that what you've been doing for your entire life is disgusting, sick, and wrong, and you're our enemy. So change or else. That's basically a distillation of the ineffective angle, the ineffective frame that vegans typically present to animal agricultural farmers. And I think I have a better angle. So here it goes. First of all, I'm really excited that you were open-minded enough to choose to come and talk to us today. That really shows to me that you are a very good, responsible person, as well as a responsible professional who wants to hear all sides of the discussion. So thank you for that. Now, where I'm coming from, the way I see it, from my observations as a vegan, is that change is happening, whether we want it to or not. Industries change, consumer demands change, and industries have to change their supplies to meet that demand or face becoming irrelevant and obsolete. Now, the vegan movement, it's been growing, and now that's becoming more and more apparent. If you look into any of the shops on this high street, you're going to see vegan options, advertising vegan options on every menu, every restaurant. Try it for yourself. Just go into the supermarket and have a look around and see the vegan options. Consumers want different things to what they wanted 10, 20 years ago. The more supply there is, the more people start to like that. There's this wave happening. It's a big trend that's happening and it's here to stay. And I wonder if you felt worried about this. You know, being animal farmers, does this mean that you're going to have less business in the future? Like, if I was in your situation, I think I would worry about the security of my business if I don't change. But that's actually kind of a blessing. I mean, the way I see this, you can see this as a threat to your business, or you can see this as a massive opportunity. Because while the rest of your industry is clinging on to this sinking iceberg, thinking about how they can just scoop up that last bit of profit while this industry still lost, you can be the one that takes initiative and pivots to meet this growing demand. And if you're early to the market, there are big benefits to that. I'm a business person. I've come from a business background. That's why I'm talking in kind of business lingo. So from one business person to another, I'm hoping you understand. And look, I want to speak on behalf of vegans when I say that we are not your enemy here. That's why I'm being so transparent with you, and I hope you can see that I'm wanting to help you. We don't want this country's hard-working farmers to go out of business, to struggle, to be left behind as veganism sweeps the nation and people's consumer choices change inevitably. Now look, I'm a city boy, and I would never feel confident enough to tell you how to do your job. You're an expert in what you do in animal farming. In rapidly changing times, sometimes it's worthwhile bringing on a consultant to check if the way you are doing things is still competitive in today's market. Now, we can put you in touch with an agricultural expert, and this expert is part of an organization which is designed to help animal farmers transition to plant agriculture. Because common questions that we get from farmers are things like, what if my soil isn't the right type for a certain crop? What if the land that I own is steep land? What can I do about that? And there are things like soil replacement strategies, there's terracing for steep land and things like that, that can actually enable you to unlock more profit from your land through plant-based agriculture. This team of experts can help you to enjoy increased revenues from the land that you own. That is more sustainable for our planet, more sustainable for the increasing population of the country, and is going to ensure that you continue to profit from your land for many, many, many generations to come. So the way I see it, there are two options here. You can either take the initiative and change early and capitalize on this new wave that is sweeping the world, that people are realizing is more sustainable, it's better for their health, better for public health, or you can wait until animal agriculture becomes obsolete in this country, until there are increased regulations around animal agriculture. You can squander that wasted potential. So it's your choice, really. And I'm happy to hear what you think about this, and I'm happy to help you. And I'm going to send you the link to that website where you can get in contact with this expert. And it's also in the description. I would love it if we could discuss this more. I want to learn from you as well. What are your priorities and all of that? This can be a collaboration because we have to do this all together. So yeah, anyway, that's basically my new frame. I definitely rambled on for way longer than I needed to. You can use it in your own words, put it into your own words, please. But I hope you can see a difference between the previous angle, which is very adversarial, and the better angle, which is a lot more collaborative, a lot more friendly, suggesting things, and actually offering real expertise in this, which doesn't come from a city boy like me. Okay, well, that's been Rooftop Talks for today. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
No, they're really bad for you.
You smoke all the time.
You know, when I started, they weren't bad for you. They were just stylish, sort of edgy, so it's different for me.